Okay. Here we are at the 7-bed and breakfast at Shelter Island. Beth, introduce yourself and explain the artwork you have at your bed and breakfast.
Okay, so my name is Beth Swanström, and I am an art dealer who works with emerging artists, some of which are street artists. For example, this is Billy Kidd, and he's widely known in New York City not just as an artist, but also as a curator. So he's brought a lot of great street artists to my attention, as well as the rest of the art world. This is another piece by Billy Kidd. It's Debbie Harry. And we also have kinetic sculpture here, and this is a female artist named Anne Lilly, and her work has been at the MIT Museum in Cambridge for over a year in a group show with other kinetic artists. And just really mesmerizing, peaceful work. She engineers each piece individually, so this is an edition of 6. And one of her first pieces is this one here. This is called While Reading About Awareness. And one of the nice things about this bed and breakfast is you can interact with the art. So art you're allowed to touch. This is by Mark Levitt, and this is a series Picasso's breasts, and this one is the image of the breast taken from Picasso's 2 nudes, late 1906. And this artist, Mark Levitt, is in Belfast, Maine. He's quite good. This is Wilfredo Chiesa. This is a handmade paper piece from the 1980s, and you'll find a lot of sea glass in there. And Evie is fascinated by the sculpture. Or maybe someone outside. This is also by Mark Levitt.
Wow.
This is a beautiful piece in that it has about 18 layers of paint, and he uses a calligraphy brush on paper, and he starts with the brush touching the paper and moves away up to about 5 centimeters with the last coat. It's a meticulous, beautiful work. And it's based on the flower gardens on his property in Maine, and this one is called Lupine. Very pretty. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We have some garbage to throw away.
Okay.
Where do we put
I
it?
can do it. We'll refresh your room today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, my pleasure.
Okay.
You want to see more art?
Oh, yeah. And so you have the bed and breakfast, which is 7 rooms all year round. So are you doing like a Jackson Pollock? Because all the great artists like Jackson Pollock, de Kooning, all were from out here.
Oh, isn't it great that I ended up here? It wasn't on purpose. It just felt good energy. I didn't do it because of them. Can you see the book in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this room is my favorite room. And it's not every bed and breakfast that you have Sarah Palin presiding over you while you're enjoying your breakfast. So this piece is by a street artist named Gilf, a female artist. Her real name is Anne Lewis, and she's in Brooklyn. This piece, the best part about it is the title. It's called Thank You, John McCain, because nobody would know who Sarah Palin is if it weren't for John McCain. The Byzantine star represents the sainthood bestowed upon Palin by so many Americans, and the crosshairs personifies Palin because she used them on her website to identify districts that were too liberal, and Gabrielle Giffords was shot in one of the districts that had a crosshairs on it.
Yeah.
These are also pieces by Gilf. This is Little Seismic Girl, and she has the seismic reading in her bangs, and it's the Japanese fighting flag, and it has little specks of orange on the flag, recognizing the damage done by Fukushima. And this is a brilliant piece. The text in the background is by the famous author who wrote Brave New World, Aldous Huxley.
Wow.
And he's predicting that Americans will be addicted to pharmaceuticals and dumbed down and not have an opinion. He wrote this speech in the 1960s, and here we are with, herd mentality, voting people like Sarah Palin almost into office. So it's kind of interesting. It's another piece by Gilf, another piece by Mark Levitt. And yes, like you said, a lot of famous writers and authors live out here in the Hamptons. And this is a great book that we picked up at a vintage bookstore here on the island called Black Cat Books. And yes, also architecture. So it's just a wonderful place to be. So
Yeah.
I have some guests that are checking out, so I'm going to tend to
Okay.
them.
All right. Thanks. Thanks,
Sure,
Beth.
thank
you.
you.
Let's see.